Alright, this is a big bastard unboxing video. And this is like a big box, innit? So let's just get it open with me trusty little knife that I have at least twice tried to slit my wrists with. You're probably all wondering, oh god, what's going to be in this box? It's huge. And you will never know, because instead, I'm just going to do a review of this rubbish Dawn People comic. It's Dawn People #1 by John Byrne, and it sucks balls. John Byrne, apparently, he decided to reset the team and just say that all their other stories since their first appearance were not canon. But in all fairness, there's no real sense of that in this actual story. Instead, we just have something that I regret just calling a story, because there's no going on here. Apparently, this new series, it was set up in a Justice League story that I have never read, but John Byrne, he expects you to have not only read it, but remembered it very well. We have got a bunch of new characters here who, they are not set up at all to new readers. Like, this is exceptionally bad writing. I haven't really thought about it too much, but this might be one of the worst issue #1s I've ever read. In that, it doesn't do a single thing right. And we're starting off the story with these new characters, and I don't know any of the names because, well, it even does a bad job of telling you that. I know that one of them is called Notch. I don't know which, but one of them is called that. We have got a subplot here with the Justice League, Batman and the Vision. They contribute now, except being slapped up front at the cover to try and get more people to buy it. Then Elastic Woman shows up, and I have no idea what the flippin' heck is meant to be going on. And it is a problem. On one hand, there is nothing happening. And then on the other hand, what is happening is just poorly told. Then we randomly switch our cast of characters, and now we're focusing on the hard Dawn People. The ones that I actually know. Like Robot Man Brendan Fraser's. Very funny guy. But he tells no jokes in this. He doesn't date out in the whole comic. Nobody does. Oh, and there's Draculas. You know how much I love Draculas? Well, you also have to read the Justice League leading story to understand any of this backstory here that they're throwing at you about all these Draculas, and I'm not going to do that. On the back of this being so bad and Dracula's scaring the pants off us, I'm not going to even bother looking up a summary for that story. Then the Dawn People, they fight some villains who are, again, set up so unbelievably poorly. I don't know who they are. At first I thought they were Draculas. I can't stress enough how badly told this story is. Like, actually, I'll go back, right? Here, they're all stood around in a room talking to this Dracula boy. Before that, we have all this backstory about the Draculas, 2 pages of it. And then before that, well, they were all stood around, and there were like a bunch of Draculas. They were there as well, standing around a crucified Professor X. So you can see why I would assume it was these Draculas here attacking, but no, it makes no fucking sense. It's like the scene just shifts without any indication, and it's like they're suddenly in another room talking to the same Dracula boy, and then out of nowhere all these villains show up. These 3 villains. That one up there, he looks like one of the Draculas on the other page. But this one, well, he's clearly not a Dracula. And then there's a stretchy pink thing. And, well, that's not a Dracula. And then suddenly, Professor X, he isn't hung up on a cross anymore. And while all this is happening, you're just confused because these baddies haven't been set up. I didn't know any of their names. I didn't know their powers. Neither have any of the heroes been set up, or the story. This is utter rubbish. The Dawn people are fighting against these other people, and alright, this one here, if you're not introduced correctly to this character here, this one here, you could be forgiven for maybe visually assuming that it is Robot Man, Brendan Fraser's, because same colour, same shape, but no, it's another character. I didn't know his name, I didn't know any of these characters, other than the ones that I do know, and Notch. I remember Notch, one of them is called Notch. Justice League, they suddenly show up at the same scene or different scene with Skeleton Man. He's there, I don't know, and they end up fighting and he impales the Vision, and that's meant to be like a big cliffhanger. It's like the world's most meaningless cliffhanger ever, because we all know that under no circumstances is the Vision gonna die in a fucking Dawn People comic. Then we've got this little write-up here from John Byrne where he talks about how he's going to retcon the whole team so that none of their past comics ever happened. This is dire, incredibly poor. Together again for the first time. Hopefully the last fucking time too. I rate this 7 thumbs up.